Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, hi, my name is Dana. I upload a new video at least once a week, and whenever I can, I like to add in an extra or two. So now is a great time to subscribe to my channel, to stay on top of all of my new videos, because after all, it's fall. Fall is in full swing, and it's the perfect season for tea, and a lot of my content is centered around tea. Today I am trying a whole new brand that I've never tried before, and there's something unique about it that I've never tried in a tea before either. So this is an exciting day. I'm gonna be showing you guys some teas and trying one from the brand Shoreline. And this is what they sent me, 3 different teas and also the same ones but in tea bags. And they did send me these for free. We've been kind of going back and forth on Instagram for a while. I really love all the things that they post. And as you can tell by these gorgeous illustrations, they just have a really cool aesthetic. I love these colors, these bright oranges and yellows. That's why I kind of dressed to match in my yellow sort of Princess Belle looking shirt today. So the 3 teas they sent me are called Low Tide, High Tide, and Mid Tide. And I think today I'd like to try High Tide. Oh, and they are all in tea bags actually. So that's really cool that they sent me. So these have tea bags in them, and then they sent me these individual ones. I think I'm gonna give the tea bags to my mom so she can try them. And I'm gonna keep the big ones mostly for me, but since they are tea bags, they'd be easy to split up if my mom ends up really loving them and I wanna give her more. But anyway, let's just get into it. So it's High Tide, Mid Tide, and Low Tide. The Low Tide is a relaxation one. You could tell this illustration is a beach, and there's some beach umbrellas and the sun is going down. This is when you would drink a relaxation tea. And I just love it's almost like a bohemian aesthetic. They have a hippie kind of vibe, which is so cool. And then the Mid Tide is a find your balance with a tropical taste to ease you into creative serenity with enhanced flow state and zero stress. So this one has, the sun is big and bright and orange and yellow. And then there's this mountain here and some palm trees, and of course the ocean with these beautiful waves. They're all curly and pretty. So this one is a midday sort of thing that you would drink if you're trying to get into a good creative flow. But this is the one I'm gonna try today. This is the High Tide, and it says a dreamy need for speed without the crash and jitters, allowing for focus and a more positive you. And here is the illustration here. I love it. It's mountains coming up out of the ocean, and I think this is a surfboard here with those beautiful swirling waves again. So this I think is meant to be a rising sun instead of a setting sun. This would be your morning energizing tea. So I want to get it steeping first, and then we can go into a little more about the brand, about the tea, what makes it so special. So I had my infuser all ready to go. I actually sell these on Amazon. They're nice basic metal basket infusers that have tiny little holes. So if you're drinking something like rooibos, you're not gonna get leaves in your cup. And if you're drinking something like oolong that needs a lot of room to expand, it's quite spacious as well for that. So I don't need this today, but I just wanted to mention it because if you are in need of one, it would be an awesome way to help support me and make my videos continue to be possible. But we'll set that to the side because there's no reason for it today. I'm just gonna put the tea bag in the cup. I always like to wrap the string around the side, but these strings are kind of short. I think this was a habit I got into at David's Tea. Or you know what, no it's not, it's just, look how long the string is. Okay, cool. Because I like to wrap them around the sides so the little tab doesn't fall in, because then you have to put your hands in your hot tea and try to fish it out. So I always like to wrap it around there, and I like that the string is long enough to actually do that. So let's go ahead and pour in our water. All right, and now we'll set it to the side and find out all the information we can about Shoreline and High Tide. Like I said, it says a dreamy need for speed without the crash and jitters, allowing for focus and a more positive you. It says the ingredients on the front here, which is kind of cool, and it has like illustrations for each thing, which is beautiful. Like, as far as the aesthetic, I gotta give this a 10 out of 10. But then it also says them on the back. So I'll read them off the back because they're in order of like how much of what there is. This is vegan, eco-friendly, and 10% pledge towards ocean conservation. I didn't even know that. And what makes this really unique is that there is CBD in this tea, which I've never tried in a tea before. So the ingredients are black tea, green tea, candied pineapple, candied papaya, natural flavor, sunflower petals, strawberry, and phytocannabinoid rich oil, which when I got this, I was like, what is that? Like, the plant that comes from is legal where I live now. I live in Illinois, and it's recreationally legal and everything is all good there. So I was like, did they send me just straight up that in tea in the mail? But then I looked it up and learned that phytocannabinoid rich oil is another name for CBD. So I was like, oh, okay, good, because I don't think I can try it on camera if it's like the real full thing. But all of these teas have CBD in them, which is really cool. I actually have tried CBD. My family had a really rough year last year. We lost my mom's best friend, who, if you've seen my my video about my adoption, you know, my book that I say that like a family friend made me when I was a baby to like explain my story. Well, it was her. Like, we lost her in October. We went through a really rough time with my grandparents. So a little before all that happened, my mom discovered CBD, and so she ended up buying me some. And I was working at a cafe. Before I'd leave my house, I would take the CBD. It was like in oil form. And I would just do a couple drops, and then I'd go to work. And then like a half an hour later, when we were about to like open the cafe, because I'd go do all the opening tasks, and I would just feel so much more calm. It really did help take like that anxious edge off. So I really liked that, but it wasn't like a big enough like boost or difference for me to be like constantly using it. Like, I just used it until I ran out of what I have, like, and I've never like went out and bought it or anything. But as the time started to get like tougher and tougher, that was something that really helped my family like manage our stress, because at the same time that we lost my mom's best friend, my Auntie Chrissy, we were going through a lot with both of my grandparents. They were both in really rough shape, and that ended with my grandmother dying. But my grandpa's doing really well now. He's made an amazing recovery from a year ago when he had some bad falls. So I know not everybody's gonna agree with me talking about CBD, just like not everybody agreed with me talking about skinny teas. So I know that there are ingredients that are polarizing in more ways than just taste. And I totally accept if you're not interested in hearing about this. So that's completely fine. You can close out of this, and I'll see you next week, or you can go watch one of my other more than 100 videos. So no worries at all. But I just do want to say, like, it is something that has been really good for me and the people I love. You know, not me so much, I guess. Like, I can take it or leave it. But for the people I love the most, it really has been an awesome way to help manage stress. And I don't think there's anything bad about it. But I am gonna go ahead and take out our tea bag because I don't want it to oversteep. So let's just take this guy out. Ta-da! All right, but I'm not quite ready to try it yet. Let's check out the tea bags. They do come in these little mesh bags, which I think, like, as far as tea in bags, I think these are the nicest tea bags you can get. So there's not a whole lot of tea in them. It's probably a little less than I would use if I was like making a cup of loose tea. But I want to cut this open and see how it looks on the inside, like see what the tea looks like. So I always look for like big leaves, you know, like I like teas to have like the whole leaf as often as possible. And it looks like there are a couple of those in here. Like, here's a piece of green tea. And it looks like kind of like a dragon well, like a longer piece of tea, so more consistent with like a Chinese dragon well tea. The black tea you can definitely see, and they are a little bit smaller pieces, but that's kind of common to be expected for black tea, so that's all right. Candied pineapple are these little guys here, and candied papaya. Natural flavor, sunflower petals. I definitely see one of those. It matches my shirt. I've just been obsessed with sunflowers this year, like more than any other year. Strawberry, I think this is a little piece of strawberry. It might be hard to see, but I'm pretty sure that's what this is. And it smells really nice and tropical from that like strawberry and that papaya and pineapple. But I do smell the tea as well. The next thing I want to do is I want to go on their Instagram, Shoreline Tea's Instagram, and see what we can find on there. But they have some really cool pictures. Like that was the first thing that really attracted me. And we were kind of talking back and forth, and they didn't have like their teas out yet. And they were like, oh, well, when we do, we're gonna send them to you. And I was like, okay. But it says Shoreline Tea, taste the tides, lab tested broad spectrum hemp infusions, eco-friendly, vegan, 10% pledge towards ocean conservation, and Los Angeles, California. So here's one of their pictures. I don't know if this is the founder. I don't know if like this is the person I've been talking to, but she's so cute with that blue hair. So I think these two are the founders. I think it's this cute girl with the blue hair and then this guy. But I love this vibe, like stay groovy. That's so cute. And then here is this little gif, I think, of this mug of iced tea swirling around, and there's like that 70s looking flower in the background with the yellows and the blues. Like, I just think their pictures are so pretty. So I'm gonna go on their website. Oh, here's one that I really liked. She's drinking tea underwater. This summer, that was like my big thing. My parents have a pool, so I was like swimming underwater all the time and just having so much fun. So I feel like I want to be friends with these people, you know? They just seem really fun and really like vibrant and cool. All right, so as soon as you go to their website, I didn't realize you have to be 18 to have CBD, but there is a little thing here where it says, the best CBD tea on earth, Shoreline Tea. Are you over 18? So I guess you have to be over 18. So if you're not 18, sorry. Any other tea I've ever reviewed, you can totally try. But yes, I'm over 18, well over 18. So it says premium CBD tea. I want to read their story. There's like an Our Story thing. It says groovy plant medicine. In a CBD market that is oversaturated with unhealthy products containing unnatural ingredients, we hope to be a beacon of light by offering a variety of hemp tea delight. From heating up the kettle and steeping down to the last sip, tea is by far the most meditative way to enjoy your CBD wellness routine. Feel the added detox benefits from our all-natural tea ingredients when you taste the tides. Saving Mother Earth. Our oceans are slowly dying in oil-based plastic packaging, which kills over 1 million marine animals each year. The Shoreline community cares about climate change, and we believe that CBD as a plant medicine should protect people and the planet, not add to its destruction. For these reasons, we have made sure our products are packaged and shipped in eco-friendly material. Believing in the holistic benefits of this miracle plant and knowing firsthand what good it can do, led us to create a community around an affordable CBD wellness routine that adds quality and groove to the user experience. Become one with the mind, body, and soul as you meditate with a cup of high antioxidant hemp-infused tea with plenty of servings to set you free. It's your tea party and you can sip it how you want to. Oh, okay, so their names are Hannah and Justin, and they're just the cutest. So I don't see myself getting into like a CBD routine per se. Like I said, for me, it's not like a game changer. Like it's nice, and I did feel the relaxing effects, but it's not like something I have to have, you know? Like I don't really use it on a regular basis. So I don't think this would be something I would do all the time, but you know, I think when I'm in the mood for it, why not? Okay, so I'm looking at the high tide one, and it says the same thing as it does on the bag, a dreamy need for speed without the crash and jitters, allowing for focus and a more positive you. When you need a focused boost to stay sharp, this high caffeine blend will pick you up so you can activate, focus, desire, energize. Packaged in certified biodegradable materials with fast shipping directly to your door. I think I'm ready to try it. I think I've got some good information, and I'm curious what it'll taste like. There is something it reminds me of by the smell. I think I'm thinking of David's Tea's Mango Madness, because that had mango and strawberry. And this doesn't have mango, but maybe the papaya, pineapple, and strawberry are kind of reminding me of that. Or maybe David's Tea's Maracuja Mango. I don't know. There's like something it reminds me of, and I can't quite put my finger on it. But let's just go ahead and give it a taste. It's really, really nice. So as far as the CBD, I don't honestly know if it has a taste. When I've tried CBD before, it didn't really have a very nice taste. So I wasn't sure if like that was just how it tastes and if I'd have a weird taste like that in this, but I definitely don't. Weirdly enough, I think the most pronounced flavor to me is the strawberry. Yeah, I think it's mostly the strawberry that I taste. It doesn't really have like a tanginess from the pineapple. I sort of expected it to, because a lot of the time when pineapple is in a blend, you get like that little bit of tang, but it doesn't have that. It's more smooth and tropical and good. So I pulled up this page of information about phytocannabinoid-rich oil. So this is currentnaturals.com. So phytocannabinoids are the cannabinoids that naturally occur in hemp. Phytocannabinoid-rich hemp oil is another name for CBD oil or hemp extract. By law, it must contain 0.3% or less of THC. So THC is the stuff that gives you like the like high effects. The CBD does not. As far as like judging this as a tea, I like the way it tastes. I would drink this. You know, I always act like black teas aren't my favorite because like greens and oolongs are. And when you mix like black and green, I guess black is usually a more dominating flavor than a green tea. Like it's more heavy, more oxidized. So a lot of the time I do feel like in a blend like this, like it almost doesn't make sense. But in this case, I actually can taste both. I taste the black and the green, and surprisingly enough, even with that, it tastes light. Like it doesn't have like that deep, heavy, oxidized black tea taste that I don't prefer. It's like all the fruit flavors like come through really nicely too. Like that strawberry is so pronounced, and I really like that. As far as the other teas, the Low Tide is a relaxation tea that says drift away with this blissful relaxation as these calming flowers put your mind at ease and luxuriate the body. And that one is just organic chamomile, organic lavender, and then the CBD oil. So it's a little more simple, and it doesn't really have like tropical ingredients to match that tropical vibe. So I'm looking forward to trying this one. Maybe I'll try it like tomorrow night, so I'm not doing all of them on the same day. And then the Mid Tide says, find your balance with a tropical taste to ease you into creative serenity with enhanced flow state and zero stress. And this one has green tea, goji berries, acai, natural flavoring, and strawberries. And of course, also that CBD. So this one is like also kind of tropical because it has the acai berries and the goji berries, which are superfoods. So I bet this one's really good too. But I'm glad I decided to try this one today for like the one that I'm trying on camera, because it is probably the most tropical out of the three, just judging by the ingredients, with that papaya and pineapple. And I'm really curious to see if I am gonna get some nice relaxing effects. Maybe in a half hour, once I've finished this, I will hop back on and kind of see how I'm feeling. But I like it. I'm not sure my mom will like it though, because she's not as big into tea as I am. She drinks some tea and she likes it iced, which she could totally do these iced, but this definitely tastes like tea, and you know I love that because I love the taste of tea. I love straight teas. I love really natural, like herby teas and things. And I love that I can actually taste the tea in this. Yeah, it's not like overpoweringly fruity where you like lose the flavor of the actual leaves. So I really like it. I'm really excited to have met Shoreline teas. I mean, met on Instagram. I can't even say how blessed I am to be able to receive teas for free. Like, companies think for me to taste them and share them with you guys, they feel that it would benefit them enough to actually send me free tea. It's hard to describe really how good that feels, because I've been making tea videos for like literally years. Like, I think 3 or 4 years ago was my first video here on YouTube. So I'm just really grateful, and I appreciate that you guys are here to listen to what I have to say about all of these teas, and that we can like share this this fun interest in tea together, and I have someone to talk to about it, and it's been a lot of fun. And every free tea I receive is such a blessing, and I appreciate it so much. So if you are interested in trying a CBD tea, I say Shoreline is a good one to check out. They are brand new. They're doing things to help the ocean. And plus, like, I just love when you can see like people behind a brand, and you know that when you're like buying things from the brand, it's going in the pockets of people with a dream, basically. So far, I am sold. I don't think I'm gonna try the other two on camera, but maybe I will do a little something on like my Instagram stories. I did make a tea Instagram recently, as I have been talking about. I just take a lot of pictures of tea on there, and it's a lot of fun. It's another fun way to interact and talk to other like tea people. So I love that. So if you're interested in hearing more about the other two, you might want to follow me over there. But for now, I finished my whole cup for now and absolutely loved it. All right, guys, I wanted to hop back on real quick. I just filmed another video and I do feel really calm, but I didn't really feel it like while I was filming. It was like a recipe video, so it had multiple steps, and it was kind of stressful to film. Like, of course I enjoyed it. I wouldn't do anything unless I was enjoying it. Like, I felt a little like wound up, but now that I'm done with that and I can kind of like focus on how I feel and like assess how I feel, I'd say I feel pretty good. A little less like tension in my shoulders. I've been doing like workouts where I hold weights lately, so I do have a lot of tension in my shoulders, but I'm feeling a little more, I guess, like loose and relaxed. Nothing extreme though. Like, if since I wasn't thinking about it, I didn't even notice it. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, it's like, I don't really feel like I have much like pain in my body. Like normally, after like during the periods of time that I'm really into working out, I do have a lot of pain and tension. But now that I'm really like feeling it and thinking about it, I feel pretty good. That's just how it works for me. For me, like CBD doesn't really like get me crazy relaxed or anything like that, but I do feel a little more relaxed. So I just wanted to let you guys know. All right, back into the original video. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video all about Shoreline tees, and I hope you're having a beautiful day, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.